Hello. Hello.
Alright, hello. Salad fingers here. Anyway, I thought since somebody's here, we might as well get started. So, hello Daniel Taylor, hello Wooden Train Productions, and Tom likes trains. I'm glad to hear that Tom does. How's your day going, says Daniel. Well, it's going very well, thank you. How's yours? And Wooden Train Productions, hello to you as well. So, a stroke of good luck. I found some CDs, and on the CDs are the expansion packs for Roller Coaster Tycoon 2. Namely, the Time Twister and Wacky Worlds off the top of my head, and I've taken the liberty of installing them. So we've now got loads more rides to play with, loads more scenarios to do. However, none of them matter because, well, Crazy Castle that we were working on last time is just from the base game, so it is what it is. But yeah, let's see if the game at least still works now that the expansions are in. Fingers crossed. Is it? I hope I've got the disc in. Yes, I think I do. Oh no. Right, we can change the disc to M. It's in M drive. There we go. Phew. Oh, Daniel Taylor, it's 8 AM and you just woke up. Well, good morning. Good morning. It's nearly 1:30 for me right now. Right, how's the audio? Can you hear it? Is it quiet? Is it loud? I'm hoping it's alright. It's probably a little quiet, in fact. You know what, I think it'll be fine. So yes, I have tried a few more levels since the last time, but we will carry on with Crazy Castle and see what we can't do. So, let's take a quick look at our objective and see what else there is left to do here. So, we're supposed to have at least 1,500 guests in the park at the end of October Year 4. Oh, and it's October Year 2, so we've done about half of it. And we've got more than half the number of guests required, so that's good. And we need the park rating of at least 600, so that's good. And we've got no loan, so all of that money in the bottom left is our money to spend on what we want. Right, transport rides, I'm thinking. How about a monorail? Do you think that would be good? Your mic is good, music's a bit quiet. Okay, let's see if I can fix this. This is where the game breaks, probably. It doesn't like being minimised, but... Right, I've turned it up a touch for you, just a touch, mind. How's this? Wait for it. You can see it, but I can't. Ooh, I have a feeling that might be too loud now. Tell me if that's too loud. I think it will be. It looks loud on the levels, but you can never tell. Oh, he's getting a new gaming laptop for his birthday for $800. Blimey, you lucky so-and-so. Crike. Right. Okay, monorail. Let's see if we can't do a monorail. So the thing about monorails is that they tend to be quite high up. So, where shall we put this one? No, I don't want to put it in front of the Helter Skelter, that's just asking for trouble, isn't it? Put it as high as we can there. No, a bit further forward. There, right. The idea being that I can build a loop around the back. Hopefully, behind the Helter Skelter. Yes, I can. Hooray. Right. A little too loud. Yes, I thought it would be. I'm sorry. I went overboard. Alright, let's go for the happy medium, shall we? We'll get there, folks. We'll get there. Right. Hopefully once I've left this here. Okay, how's that? Is that a bit better? That should be, you should at least be able to hear me now, at least. Yes, thank you, folks. Thank you for letting me know it was too loud. Right. So that's that. I'll tell you what we'll do. I will build the entrance and exit buildings straight away. Really, I want the exit entrance there. Okay. So I'll make sure that this is going to work, because the last thing you want to do is build an expensive monorail and then find that you can't use it because you've gone and made things a bit too tight. So let's try this. Can we get in there? We can. Excellent. And then this is going to have to go up over the pirate ship, I think, unless we can sneak it through. Oh, we can sneak it through. Oh, no, perhaps we can't. over the pirate ship we go. This is a right mess. I don't like doing this. But, you know what? Needs must. Right. But I am going to put a sign up there because I don't want anyone going through there. So some whale bones. There we are. So this should help to distribute people throughout the park a little bit more. Right. Monorail time. Here we go. So I'm going to take it a bit further. No, a bit further. Want it going parallel to the castle wall. There we are, perfect. Oh good, we always actually have to change the height of it. It can stay at a constant height for the whole journey, which is quite nice. Okay, second station there. I think you can have 4 stations maximum. I think that's if I remember that correctly. 4 stations. But I think we just do with 2. And the brilliant thing is you can extend it if you decide to. But I don't think I will, because it's not that big a park really. And the annoying thing is, and it always really annoyed me, this did, the passengers won't get off. Right, so, no, sorry, the passengers always get off. So they will never stay on for more than 1 stop. So whoever's on it will always get off at the next station. Which means it's not really like a real monorail. You can't have people... Oh, I've done something wrong here. Doesn't matter. So yeah, you can't have people stay on and go to section B of the park. They will always get off on the next stop. Which is a shame, as I say, but what can you do? That's something Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 did that I was very, very pleased about. Is the volume alright now, folks? I know when I go over here it's quiet, but if I go near the squealing coasters, I guess it's kind of worse. Right. Park monorail. That's it. That's what it's called. 3 trains, 8 cars per train. Sounds good to me. Let's see how it goes. Cool. So they're quite nice long monorail trains. We'll just get a test run on those. And it's not completely ruined the park. We can still use this area. In fact, I wonder, is the land for sale here? Right. Okay, folks, I'm going to show you a list of roller coasters. There we are. And you can pick one that I build. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Pick a number and I will do it. Or you can also pick the compact inverted coaster, which is being invented at the moment. Shouldn't be long. Let's put that down to normal funding. Don't need quite so much. And while you lot decide, I'm going to just have a quick look at how the... oh, we did a good job at making a nice clean park. It all looks good and tidy, which is exactly what we want. And what else will I do? I'll put some more food outlets down. We're going to be expanding this part of the park. What I might do is extend the path so that we don't get crowding issues. Right, that's good. And we will... what shops have we already got? It doesn't really matter. I don't think people really care about variety. But we have got a chip shop, I notice. So everyone likes hot dogs, right? Hot dogs, hooray! So there we go, hot dogs. I think lemonade is okay. Yep. And of course, the bog. Yep, we need the bog. Okay. Right, I'll just place some bins and benches and then we'll see if anybody's got a preference on what coaster we build next. I think we need a good coaster, and I've got £5 to spare, so it's all good. Right, now you pay per ride on this, don't you? So I can set a price for that. I think £1.50 is acceptable for the monorail. Okay, and wait for any load. Right. Nobody's got a preference on coasters. What a shame. Right, then I will choose. So we've got a really nice space here actually. Or I can make a nice space if I get rid of this. That engineer can't be doing anything useful. Go away, go away. Tell you what I'll do is, I'll just sever the connection to the walls. So then they can't, yeah, they can't go up there accidentally. Right. Right, let's have a look. What would be a nice high capacity ride? That's what we're looking for. The looping coasters are good. They're pretty good. In fact, I think I might do that. Now, you can do a really cheap looping coaster. I didn't already do one, did I? No. Which is known as a reverse incline coaster, which basically means you go backwards up a hill, up a chain lift, and you come back down it forwards, through a track, go up a hill again at the other end, and that's your lot. You come backwards, of course. Right. Bit of an interesting design going on here. Oh, no, that's not a good idea. Do we really want this? No, I don't. Not particularly. Okay. So we'll try and make good use of this space if possible. So let's bung our rides photo section in there. We could have a helix up, I suppose. Just to make things a little bit more exciting. I don't know how exciting helixes are, but probably not very. Right, okay. So let's see if we can't make a bit of an elegant ride, because I remember last time I was messing us about, wasn't I, with all sorts of stupid things. So let's try and go a bit more conventional this time. So that's going to be some beautiful airtime, which we can use to do an even bigger drop for the loop. That might be too much. No, that should be fine. Should we do the classic double loop? What do you reckon? Yeah, double loop. I think that might be the first inversion I've ever shown on here, yeah. So that's pretty nice. And we can go up like that. Although that's actually not a good idea, because that's going to leave us in the same line that we were in. So we've just done, let's see, so we started at 95, we've dropped down to 75. We can probably make do with 70 there. So we'll do another. Well, we want a decent drop there. Oh, the moment you start singing along to the merry-go-round, the darn thing breaks down. What a shame. That's going to take us to the same height, isn't it? No, we don't want that. Alright, so that is going to be a painful one. Small helix up. I think that might be a problem. Can we do a large helix up? Is we going to be... No, that won't work. Let's try just nipping forwards one. Yeah, that's got us. Okay. Up to 60 feet. We can perhaps do another drop there. Okay, bit of a airtime hill there. No, let's go back down. Tell you what, we'll go back down to nearly ground level and we'll do a really sharp and unpleasant helix. Oh, which I can't quite do. Right, what's in the way there? Helix up. What's in the way? Oh, it's that, right. Alright, then we'll have to do a large helix. Footpath in the way, yeah, that's alright. We can get rid of the footpath. Helix up. That's it. We are going to be coming back on ourselves now, so we want to watch it, but it should be okay. If we just do a bit of an S-bend type thing. In fact, we shouldn't be going that fast, so if I take us out, that'll be quite a nice moment, I would have thought. Okay, so this is going to be high speed now, folks. This definitely is going to be a high speed section. So what do you reckon? Would you ride it or would you pass? I'm not sure right now. Right. I just wanted to do something underneath the station. 40 foot, that's the finishing. Okay, into the brakes. It's going to be a bit tight, this. That will have to do. block breaks. So we've gone a bit different with this one. I've set it up off the ground a little bit. Oh, that's nice. I like that. We need some better colours. This isn't Alton Towers. We don't need green tracks if we go up to any sort of height. Although that's pretty hideous as well. That looks a bit of a 90s theme, doesn't it? Oh, there we go. Now we're talking. Different colour for those. Yeah, that's cool. Now we've got it. Okay, let's call it Hemorrhage. That's how you spell hemorrhage. Never mind. Because that's going to be what you'll get when you ride this. Right, let's see how this works then. Hopefully well. Right, this ought to be a fun one. I'm pretty happy with the way this one looks. Should be high speed if all goes to plan. Should be pretty high speed. And it fits the space pretty nicely, I'd say. Right, cross your fingers, let's see if it makes it. Yep. Oh, perfect speed round the loops there, yeah, that's very nice. Up the hill, yep, reasonable speed. That's going to be a bit fast, but we're okay. Oh, this is fine. Yeah, that's nice. Ooh, love it. It's one of my favourite rides ever. Ooh, bit of a tight bend there at the end. That's nice, I like that one. That's going to get a good rating, I bet you money. Right. It doesn't have much scenery though, so it might not be the most exciting in the world, but it's a good long run, that. I've got high hopes for that, I ain't going to lie. Right. How did it do? Oof, 4 Gs. Oh, that's positive though, that's not so bad. Not so bad as negative. 10 drops, nearly 5 seconds of airtime. Come on, I want my rating. Oh, there we are. So we can charge £6 for that. Let's call it £5.50 just to be reasonable. Wait for any load. Okay. And open. Hemorrhage. There we go. What a name. Cool. So we've still got some cash, so we can more or less go straight into the next build. So, did we get the compact inverted? Yes, we did. So that can be made into a very slim ride, which I think would be good for some of these areas along the side of the park. Possibly even here. Yes, definitely there. So let's get rid of some of this castle scenery. See what we're dealing with here. I feel really bad doing that. It's not a good idea, really. So this is going to be a perfectly linear one. Oh no, it's not. It's not necessarily an incline, reverse incline launch. Right. Okay. Let's find out. Let's see if this can actually do a reverse incline. No, it cannot. But you know what? I'm going to accept that as a challenge. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Can't do that because there's no way to get back. Unless we come back at some sort of height. I'm going to actually figure out how this is going to come home before we... Yeah, before I go ahead and try this. So helixes is probably the way to go, but of course it's not going to happen. So 30 feet. We need it at 35 really. Oh man, this is going to be fun. I can see this working though, I can. So we really want the block brakes there. This is fun, building a coaster in reverse. No, it's got to be down, because we're going backwards. And you want the brakes there. And they're going to be slow brakes, 13. Okay, good. Right, so we've got a bit of an opportunity here because we're starting off at quite some height. So we could go for a really high capacity ride if you wanted here, and we could have a block section before the lift hill, midway through the ride. What do you reckon to that? That's an idea. But first things first, we need to build the queue lines and things, because otherwise we'll end up blocking ourselves in, which is never a good thing. Oh, this is going to be difficult. We'll get there. It's going to have to be one of those really annoying staircases. This might not go very well, actually. It's going to be a long queue line. Right. Let's bring us back on ourselves. Can we hide the paths? No, you can't hide the paths, can you? Good. Yeah, is that complete? The exit, don't matter about the exit. In fact, the exit can go on the opposite end. If we can get rid of this stupid footpath that's right in the way. So if we can put it somewhere there, that's good. And we've got the path virtually built for us. Get rid of that. I can't get my head around the perspective of that now. I think we're right. Okay. Right, we're in. We're in. Right, let's make this a good one then, shall we? I'm sorry, I need to stop singing along to these. Right, it's because we're right next to the merry-go-round, that's the problem. You have to be careful with these inverted coasters though, because they get intense quite easily. It's going to interfere with the monorail. Ugh, shucks. The good thing is about these though is the helixes. They last, you can do like a 90-degree helix, and it doesn't have to be a full 180, which is quite nice. Quite like that. Alright, what are we on there? Okay. So we've gone back up to 30, that's not going to work. It needs to be up to, oh, or are we? Are we at 15? Yeah, 15's alright. So we're at high speed there, and I bet the monorail's in the way. Right. So this is high speed. Bit lower land. Okay. So that's a helix up to 15. So there we could put some sort of inline twist. How much speed will we have there? Not too much, I don't think. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a straight on there, so that if things really are dire, I can put some brakes on and slow things down a bit. Yeah. So we're going quite easy on the first half. Quite a nice leisurely stroll. Ooh, we're in a bit of an awkward spot here. Down to 10 feet, where we might be able to do a bit of a corkscrew type thing. No, that's going to be too much. Basically what we want to do is... Oh, I'll tell you what, I could do another inline twist. Just trying to get us out as far away from the station really as possible. But I'm not paying too much attention to the physics side of this. Okay, take us round and uphill. Or shall I just do a... No, we're alright. And the other thing is you have to adjust the height of the land a bit more as well, because obviously the cars go underneath the track and not on top of it, so you have to sort of mentally adjust for that as well. Right, so that's a good height actually to bring us in, perhaps underground, yeah. put us through the brakes, then a straight, then the block brakes, then another straight, then the lift hill. And that should emerge right next to the monorail, which is good. There we are. Oh, come on, let us go. Let us build. Right. So this is cool. I quite like the spread of this ride. Let's go fairly high, although bear in mind we can go quite a long way down. Right, we can't have a banked... Yeah, this is what makes these coasters horrible to ride in real life. Because you can't, they don't bank the curved drops, so at least the game's accurate, I suppose. Is that going to be alright? 60 foot? Almost. Let's take it down one more. Be alright at 55. Yeah, be fine at 55. Can we do loops? What else can we do? We can do half loops. They're interesting. Let's try one of those then. We can have a half loop. Or can we? Yeah, that might be a bit difficult to pull off. But I think we have. But where to go next is the big question. And of course the monorail's in the way. Yep, it certainly is. 30 feet, there's certainly no way to avoid that. So that can't be done. The inline twist is a problem because I don't think we're going to be going fast enough for that. Or will we be? Yeah, might get away with that. However, this lift hill and drop is expandable by the looks of it, so I think we'll be okay. But are we in line with this? Yeah, we are. So we can't really stay there. So, yeah, I don't think the half loop's a good idea right there. Or perhaps we can just knock it along a bit, but that's not so interesting. Let's put the ride photo section in there. That's something we can at least get over with. Okay, half loop. Now we could perhaps do that corkscrew, which I wanted to do to start with. Yeah, we could actually, if I can take this out far enough. Yeah, we've got a few options there. We could have taken it lower, of course, but that's not a nice idea. 35, 40... Yeah, we don't want to push it really anymore, so keep it at 40 feet. And then we'll try and do a really nice banked curve here. Perhaps give us another straight underneath the path. And then we'll have to start thinking about the way back. So we really want to go slightly to the right hand side of the existing path, which I think should be quite doable. Nope, gone a bit overboard there. I don't know if this is going to be a very fun ride at all, you know, because oh well, I'm sure it will. Sure the little minions that come to this park will like it. Just trying to do something a bit more unusual with these. Put a few more inversions in, make it a bit of a this is like a throwaway way to make a ride more interesting. You just bung loads of inversions all over it and hope people find it thrilling. Right, we're a bit out of money now. Not got an awful lot of cash. But this is looking good. It's looking like a cool ride. You know what, I think we could have got a bit more height out of this. we could definitely have gone back up to the full height again. And we can drop ourselves down into a bit of a tunnel. Possibly with another half loop, although that's changing our direction, which I don't really want to do. So we'll see about that. Okay. Can we do a normal loop? Oh yeah, you can have a normal loop. But we can't. No, we can't really, unless I can buy some of this land. Yeah, go on then. We'll put a loop in there. It's got to be the right direction though. We're going to have to raise or lower the land as well. Hoping that's going to be enough. No, it wasn't. How's the height on that looking? No, that looks okay. Right, buy up a bit more of this land, please. And really what we could do with is a second loop, but I think we're going to be starting to get a bit intense now on here. And I don't know if we're going to have enough momentum left for it. So perhaps we won't do another loop. No, perhaps we won't. So we're coming down a 35-foot drop, so we can get ourselves back up to 20 quite happily. Yeah, this is turning into an expensive one, folks, but you're supposed to do some more outlandish rides once you start getting a bit more cash in your pocket. And don't forget, we've got to be up at 45 feet to come back down. But we'll do that. We'll have another lift hill, I think. It's going to be an expensive one to run, but should be alright. Okay, so under the monorail or over it? I think we're going to have to go under it. Are we even over the monorail there? Can't tell, that's just... Yeah, we're in the way of the monorail. Shucks. Okay, well that's okay. So that should be okay. Nearly. Yeah, that's fine. And leave us at that height, yeah. I won't put any block sections at the bottom of there because we could do with the momentum for that chain lift so it doesn't take us too long. Right, we cannot squeeze under the monorail there, that's a shame. So we need to be at about 20 feet, yeah, 20 feet should be alright. Is it not? No. I don't know why. Oh, because one of them's lower than the other, isn't it? Oh, yeah, we've got one at 20 feet. Oh, that should still be alright. Oh well, doesn't matter. Should get under there now. At least I sure hope so. Right. No, nearly. This is a bit annoying, this one. 10:15. All right. Or perhaps I should have gone... No, we're alright there. I don't think there's any space for an interesting component there, so we'll just try a quick... Right. Word. 5 trains. No, we don't want 5. So we want 1 in the station, 1 on the first lot, 1 on the train hill, so we want 3 at the most. Where are they all? Okay, yep, that's looking good. Sort of missed the first part there, sorry about that. Underground, so you've got a weird sort of block section underground, which is pretty cool. up the chain lift, and the second train rather, should be dispatched any minute. Yep, it has been. And that should be able to come straight onto the lift hill and start climbing, because this next one's supposed to have gone by the time it's done. And it just about has, so that's good timing there. Right, let's see if it manages this. Hopefully it does. Oh yeah, quite happily. Good, I'm glad. Oh, it's getting a bit intense now actually. Yeah, that is... It's going to be borderline uncomfortable, that is. Yes. That chain lift was unnecessary. Could get rid of that. Right, so I think some modifications might need to be made there because we're looking a bit intense. And I know what we can do as well. Yeah. We'll take a look first. It might not be too bad, but if I would feel painful riding it, I wouldn't want to open it in the park. Yeah, it's very intense. I don't really want that. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make a cut here. And another one there. And then we can add a bit more coaster here. So, let's go up a bit. Let's do an inline twist. We are over path here, I think, so that's not perfect, but... Slope up. We need to end up at 30 feet. Which is there, that's 30. So we can jump up now to 40. Back down to 30 again. And then we've got space for brakes there if we want them. That should make it a really decent ride. Extra inversion. I didn't count the inversions actually, so that'll be interesting to see how sick people are going to get on this one. That first inversion's nice. That second one's probably a bit fast, but we'll live with that. Let's see. Headache, because that's what most of these compact inverted rides give you. So I think that's accurate. It's pretty accurate. Right, here goes. I'm hoping it will get over there now. It should do. Very slow chain lift, but we want it slow because it's going too fast as it is. That first hill's pretty nice. Oh, we've got 2 inclines there, which is odd. Didn't realise I'd done that. But that's okay. Yeah, I mean, that slowed us down a touch. It's not made a big difference. Go on then, if we really want this to be fixed, we'll bung some brakes in here. $18. It don't want much. I mean, I don't really know what speed it was on. You can find out. 25 is a good speed for that. Yeah, they weren't much different actually. That second inversion looked a lot faster than the first one, but it wasn't in the end. 4 miles an hour is okay because the next train isn't going to get dispatched until this one's past that point, and there's a bit of coasting to do first, so there's no rush on the chain lift hill. So we might as well save on the maintenance costs on that. Right, let's see how this goes. So we're up to 45. I'm just wondering whether those brakes are going to make any difference. Yes, they are. Yeah. Perhaps gone a bit too overboard with the brakes. No, that's alright. Perhaps could have gone a touch quicker, but I won't shut it for it. It's going to be alright. Whoa. It's close. I'm wondering now whether that's actually a good idea or not. No, it's not, because it slowed us down too much. What are the options? 22 is actually quite a lot faster. Right, last time, folks. I promise you, I'm not going to shut it again now. It's staying the way it is. Wow, what a ride! What a ride! I'm hoping that shouldn't be too intense. It shouldn't be. Right, well, let's start moving on and looking. How do people like this one? Yes, they're a fan. It's quite a popular one, that. Anybody saying it's their favourites? Wow, it's had 600 customers already, and 105 of them have said that this was their favourite ride. Oh, quite a lot of ride photos sold as well. I bet that makes it one of our most profitable, doesn't it? Nope, that's mine ride. And we've got a few that aren't making profit here. So, headache, obviously, you can get rid of that. The Ferris wheel sadly isn't, because it's a bit expensive. So 80p, and I'm guessing the Helter Skelter is about the same. £2 for a Helter Skelter, you must be kidding. £1, there we are, that should save them a bit. Right, where's all the trains for that then? It's a long ride, I don't know how long, pretty long. Is this better? Not really. It'll hold a lot though. 8 cars per train, 2 per car, so that's 16 a piece, times 3. Yeah, it's quite a lot. Yeah. Bit of a sort of ride flow issue at the moment. The station's a touch too long as well, but it doesn't matter really. As I say, once people start queuing for it and we have to wait for loading and unloading, it'll all balance out. Right, so the vertical G-force has dropped down. It was at 4 point something before, so we might have got it down from very high intensity. That was the plan. If it's still very high, I'm going to leave it. Yeah, it's still very high. But generally, that's a good ride. 650. G-forces. Generally speaking, you can take 3.6 G. In fact, there's no way the maximum Gs would really be that low on something like this. Unless I'm much mistaken, but equally, who really cares? Let's get it open. Good. Right. We can do some dramatic rides now. And I think we should. So I'm thinking, folks, a big wooden coaster. Very big one. Well, not too big. 7 grand's worth. Because I do love me a woody. I really do. But I was thinking about putting it across there, but actually that's going to ruin any prospects of expansion in the future, so I'm going to extend the footpath out the back of the castle. Like that. And then the ride, ooh, this is going to be nice. We can put the ride inside the castle almost. So, where's the Woody? There we go. I wonder, have we got the GCI coaster cars? I love those things. Have we got the GCI articulated? Yes, we have. Look at those. Excellent. So they're nice because they add a bit, well, it's not much, is it? Plus 4% excitement. I don't know why they'd make you more sick. I don't know. Right. Oops, I don't know why I'm fiddling with the pen anyway. So you're going to come straight out of the station into the first drop. So 30 foot, 15 foot. Ooh, we might be able to squeeze another big curved drop here. Might. Ooh, it's a bit close. A bit near the mark, but yeah, that'd be alright. Here we are. This is going to be me attempting to be at my best here. Because I do love woodies. Bit naughty this. not a good design. Okay. Nope. Trying to get a really elegant turnaround here. It's not going very well for me. Yeah, it doesn't really work if you've got... Tell you what, I'm not going to worry too much about this. Let's just do it, shall we? Yep, it'll be alright. We're not going to be going that fast. Slow us down. No, I think there's a more economical way to do that. In fact, you could probably even put a water splash in there. It's going to be nice. Water splash. That slows you down good and proper. So we don't need the brakes anymore. So in fact, this whole assembly can move backwards a touch. In fact, the water splash can go there. We need to get rid of this now. I'm sorry, I'm being so fussy. I love wooden coasters, so you have to get them right. That's my only rule. Right, so the photo section can go there. Lock brakes there. And up the lift we go. Path's going to be in the way, is it? No, we're good. Right, we're going to give this a good one. This is going to be a really good one, I'm hoping. 85, let's call it 100 feet, and then we're there, aren't we? Wow. This is going to be a big drop. Let's go down as far as we can. And let's drop as deep as we can underground. Not as deep as we can, but fairly deep. Okay. $50 feet, 60. Ooh, that's just going to hurt, isn't it? But that might be too much. No, that shouldn't be. That should be alright. Now that will hurt. In fact, that's not a good idea at all. Let's do a classic old style turn around there. Get us some really nice speed up there. It's going to be back braking, I tell you. So this can go up over 60 feet. No, 55 feet. 55 will be alright there. Right, let's drop the water level a bit for this, because it won't need much. Yeah, it's going to manage that. Okay. It's a bit of a disappointing height, that is. And it's going to be going pretty fast. So I reckon we can get away with a 55 foot. What do you think? 80 to 55. No, I don't think we should do that. I think we should bring it to a flat. knowing that we've got some speed up there. Down small. Give it a really nice lurch down. Up to about 30 again. What I really need to do is put a block section in, so. Oh, it's too low. It's too low for a block section. And these are GCIs, don't forget, so it's going to fly along here. Right. Up to... yeah, that's going to hurt. No, we'll just have to do it and try. Right. Gonna put plenty of straights on here. And this way you get a bit more ride before the end, which is what you want. So give us a fiver, give us £5 and that should finish the ride for us. Block brakes. Good. So drop us down again. Oh, that's good. Yeah, that's a decent little drop. So this is all going to be pretty slow now because we've been through a block section, so you can still make it intense with sharp curves. Get rid of that. Oops, what have I gone and done? Yep, didn't mean to do that. Need to get rid of that path. It's right in the way. Nope, clicked on the wrong thing. Man, I can't wait to see this one work. The problem with the bigger coasters though is you do sometimes get teething troubles with them. So it's not guaranteed to work, you know, first time. But you have to mess about with these things a bit. Right, let's go back. Let's drop us down. Take us into the tunnel. It's a nice tunnel. Up to, we can go up to 15 actually. Yep. Let's give us a nice one. So we're now deep underneath the park. 15. And then what we're going to need to do is have a bit of a chain lift up to the station, which is good and safe. You'll never get a crash that way either, so it's all pretty nice. So I've no idea what height we were at. It's all lost in there. It's about 10 feet. So we'll start the chain lift at 5 and then we can do a bit of helixing. So, small helix down. Nope, we should have done a large helix down. And then a small one down. That's you can really feel that burn. And then maybe you can get under there. And there we are, the magical 5 foot. We're not going fast, so that is about spot on. So 4 trains, I think 4 trains is going to be good, but we'll do it with just 1 train to begin with. Just so that we can keep an eye on it and it doesn't spoil the surprise. It's got one hell of a footprint, this one has. I'm going to rely on this to bring in a lot of new guests to the park. Okay, so pre-coaster run. That splash didn't slow it down as much as I thought it would. Oh my, what a drop. Yeah, it's not the most elegant looking coaster. It's a bit messy. They'd never build them like this in real life. Too many helixes up high. It'd be too expensive, I think. But never mind. Right, here it goes. Oh yes, it made that berth perfectly. Nice and fast round that turnaround. Yeah. Oh yes. Judged that just right, thank goodness. Yep, that was alright, that was good. Not my favourite. This ain't my favourite, but we're okay. Yeah, overall that's nice. I think it'll get a good rating. Oh yeah, perfect speed for that chain lift at the end. Right. So, now we know it gets around, we'll knock it up to 4 trains, full capacity. Do we need it? Is the park really that big? I'm going to do it, yeah, because we need to start attracting even more people in, so. Thunder. Because it's going to sound pretty loud once this thing gets going. Right, so as you can see, we now need to keep an eye on the layout and see how long these things are going to end up waiting for. But bear in mind the loading and unloading is going to be quite a slow process, so it might be that the lift hill can be slowed down. It's actually more or less as you'd want it. Oh no, it's not. Oh yes, it is. Yeah. The chain lift can go. We can knock it down 1 mile an hour, and that should save us. There's no sense getting the carts up to the top of the hill if they're going to be waiting. So let them up a bit more slowly, and then at least they might be ready to go by the time they get there. And because it wasn't waiting, I don't know whether it was waiting or not at the bottom, but this time it might be better. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah, that's acceptable. Yeah, and with the loading and unloading, that's going to be perfectly fine. Excellent, excellent. In some ways, it's more difficult to set the ride up like that than it is to actually build it. You know, to figure out where all the block sections need to be and how to squeeze the most out of it. But we got there. And provided it's got decent ratings, this one ought to be a great earner, provided enough people want to ride it. But we'll start doing some marketing after this. We'll run some campaigns and see if we can't force a few more people into the park. Give them some free crisps or something. That normally does it. Normally does the trick. Hang on a sec. I think. Have I done something? 1 minute, folks. Oh, I hope the game isn't going to crash now. Yeah, no, we're okay. For one horrible moment, I thought I'd stopped the output to the stream. In which case, I've just spent the last half an hour talking to myself. Yeah, not a good idea. Ah, that's a good one. It's a nice ride. 3.86G, it's going to be a high one. It's going to be intense. Excitement, nausea. It should be very exciting though, those GCI cars. Look at that go. 13 drops, 7 seconds of airtime. That is going to bring your dinner up, isn't it? Crike. 101 foot drop, yeah, we got that in there. I wonder if it is, yeah, it is the first drop. Wow. Yeah, it's intense. Is it as intense as this one here? No. Oh yes, yes it is. Considerably more intense. Why? Why is it so intense? Airtime shouldn't make it too intense. Oh yeah. Taking a small helix at nearly 40 miles an hour, that's probably quite a painful experience. Perhaps these curves, I don't know. So what's the biggest? 3.86G. It's going to be the bottom of that hill, isn't it? Probably. Come on, you can show me the whole lot, can't you? So we're looking at this one. So what G's was it? It was the positive vertical G's. So it's stopped at the moment. I'm thinking it must be the bottom of that hill. I can't see where else it would be. Are you going to get... Oh, hey, Ron Anita. Oh, thank you, Pirette. Glad you like the look of the park. Hello, SLD51. Nice to see you. I don't think I am, actually. I think I've decided against the big boy, but it's possible. You never know. Don't have a dual screen for this or something. Sorry, I've only just seen these. The chat has literally only just updated, folks. I'm sorry, I wasn't ignoring you. It's working now. The Scrupt A1, hello. Yes, I do have dual screen. I've not seen anybody in the chat, but now there's loads of people. Yeah, it wasn't updating, but now it suddenly is. Sorry about that. But yes, hello people. I haven't been trying to ignore you on purpose. Right. So we've built this killer ride, folks. That's basically what's happening. That's Scrupt A1, hello. SLD51, please play more Train Simulator. Yeah, Train Simulator's good. I should do some more of that. Right. It's going to be £6.50 to ride this baby. It'll wait for any load. Let's see if anyone's man enough to ride it, shall we? That's the question. Right. Let's get some research done. Shops and sales. We need cash machines now. Yes, I've already got one. Okay. I recently got plenty of different catalogues from Marklin. Oh, lots of brands. We're sending to you. However, oh, they're all in Dutch and German. Oh, bless you. Well, don't worry. Don't worry. I'm sure you can find a German person that would enjoy them. To lower the language barrier. Oh, you don't have to do that, mate. I'm not too, don't go to any trouble. It's going to cost you a lot to send them, isn't it? It does sound good, though. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Right. I can see people in the queue. Let's have a look, shall we, at the station. Let's see how frequently you've got trains in and out. It should be more or less one after another. There's a few people getting on that are already sick. Have already got, well, nausea. So that should be fun. You would ride it, would you, Ron Anita? I think I probably would, yeah. There's nothing too... It's just the bottom of these drops. It's a shame you can't make them a bit flatter. Because, yeah, they're pretty painful. But yeah, they're out and in straight away. Look, another train right in there. Let's get rid of these. Let's have a look, shall we? First passengers, water splash at the start. Oh, thank you very much. I mean, not if they're worth anything. I mean, I'd feel terrible if you sent me anything valuable. But yeah, sure, if they're just magazines, I will take a look. That's very nice of you. Yes, that's Scrapped A1. Thank you. I tried the Caledonian single, and it's a lot of fun to drive. I will do a video with them, and I'll give you a shout out if I do. But yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you very much for those. They work very well. Very well. The idiot passengers on this roller coaster sat on the back seats, which is the most painful place to sit on a Woody. Or the most pleasurable, but yeah, probably not the best idea. Yeah, they're not screaming now. I think they've all gone unconscious. Will you ride this coaster if this is real life? Yes, I think I would. I would worry about this section. That section there would be nasty. And I suppose most of these bunny hops would be pretty nasty. And this bit here would be pretty nasty, yeah. Yeah, it's intense. It's very intense. Not my best design, but it's all right. What about this one? This one's my one of my proudest creations. I wonder if that's doing well. It is, yeah, that's doing pretty well. Got full seats, it looks like. This is my favourite though. This is a more modest design. Quite nice though. They are free. Oh, bless you. Okay. Well, that's all right. I would hate to cost you anything. Hello. Oh, MDH Games. I didn't see MDH Games in here. Well, if I ignored you, Mark, and you're there, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Right, we're in March year 4. That means there's not much longer to go. So we need to start marketing. Free rides on the gallopers. That's the carousel, I think. So we'll give them a cheap one. Free sub sandwiches, because I know they're popular. 6 weeks. Advertising campaign for the park. That's an important one. Advertising campaign for... Let's do Thunder. And let's get new ride built. Alright, so there's a few more people here now. So I will let you choose which ride design we go for next. So from the top, we've got one of those. That's a reverso roller coaster. Got some of those. That's a wooden wild mine. Just a regular wooden wild mine. Spinning wild mouse. Wild mouse. Inverted hairpin coaster. Don't choose that one there. They're kind of rubbish. Junior roller coaster. A mini roller coaster. Got one of those. Got one of those. Corkscrew roller coaster. Flawless roller coaster. They're pretty crazy. Compact inverted. Got one of those. Mini suspended. They're okay, but not much capacity. Same with that. Same with that. And got one of those. So if anyone's got a preference, let me know, and I will. I'll take your suggestion. I think I know which one I'd pick, but we'll leave it up to you. I'll take it as a challenge, whatever you pick. So how many guests did we need? I've forgotten. More than we've got, I think. 1,500. Yeah. All right then. So let's build some more flats while I'm waiting to hear what you lot think. Not that there's much to choose from. Yeah, we've done more or less all there is to choose from there. Cheap Shunters Lewis, the Hornby Sentinel is a good one that comes to mind. I'm thinking SLD51. I'm thinking I might give it away, possibly in the next live stream. Possibly, I'm not sure really. Right, let's see if we can't extend these paths out a little bit. I think we're gonna have to build on this hillside here. Let's bring the path out here, shall we? And we'll get some more cleaning staff to clean up the sick, which is doubtless going to be produced by some of these new rides. In fact, that might become a bit of a concern. The park looks remarkably clean, actually, considering. Mind you, we have got quite a band of handymen going, so it's probably to be expected. Right, so we've got ourselves a bit more space there. Right. I hate flawless roller coasters on Roblox. Oh, you hate them. Okay. Yes, flawless roller coasters are horrible things, generally. But I've got a good idea for one, actually. I'm thinking I might do one. Yeah, I might do a flawless coaster. Let's try it. Start at the top of the hill. Oh, the Helgen Tango. The Helgen Tango is otherwise engaged, unfortunately. Although I would gladly give it away because it's horrible. Yeah, look at that. That's a drop and a half, ain't it? It's not going to be big enough for a large loop though, is it? No. Not quite, no. Is that going to work? No, probably not. Tell you what, this hill isn't as big as I thought it was. That might work. Okay, that's better. Right, so we're now really just desperately building rides to try and get enough guests into the park to meet the objective. We need another, well, 300 or so. Half loop. This is going to be painful. Bear in mind you have to stand up for all of this, so it's not going to be a pleasant one, but I don't care. No, that's not slanted at all, so we can't do that. I mean, we could do a... Oh, that would be nice. If we try it right, is that going to just raise all lower land? No. That would be really nice to have a big long drop down, but no, it's not going to happen, is it? Okay. Well, we're risking this because it's going to get a bit intense now. 60 feet. Yeah, I don't think anyone's going to ride this one, folks. I reckon we might have pushed it a bit too much. Never mind. It's all good fun. Right. Yeah, I don't like these coasters. As you might be able to tell. 45 to 60, yeah, that's alright. I'll tell you what. If I can get a... What we really want is a chain lift to go right there. So it acts as a block section as well. What about a launch coaster? Don't think they have a launch. I don't think there was one. I mean, you can launch a corkscrew, so we could do that. As for the log ride, yep, we got one. Where is everybody? Oh, I see. Yeah, the log flume people aren't very happy, actually. No one's going on the log flume, weirdly. I want to get off, I want to get off. Well, I don't know why people aren't paying for it. That's strange. Are all the rides making money still? Some of them weren't last time I checked. Thunder has become the most, yeah, that's good. The highest profit. And they are all now making money, so that's alright. Right, well, I don't know what they're complaining for then. So I'm not going to go too overboard with this. I'm going to leave this as it is because I want enough space. I thought for one moment there I might have got these level. They might even be. No, they're not. Or are they? I might have got this right. I did. Wow. So the idea is that you're going to come onto that chain lift and be quite quick. Right. So that we only need no floor. How about the floor is gone. Not lava, but gone. Okay, so hopefully we'll be able to just have 2 trains on there. Is that right? No, we won't be able to. It'll only let us have 1. Because we haven't got a chain lift at the start, which is a shame. But let's see how quick it is. It should be quite quick. Let's see. Make the station longer. Yeah, that would work, yeah. But I don't know where I'd put that now, now that I've done this. This might be alright, because it's so quick. Yeah, look at that. We might get away with that. Have a look at the ratings. If it's a super highly rated ride, which I probably doubt it will be, I might change it. But then again, there's 8 cars per train, and there's 4 per car, so that's going to hold a lot of people. Yeah, no, I'm happy with that. We'll leave it at that, I think. It's one of the most shocking rides I've ever built, but it should serve a purpose. Oops, we got in the way of the ride now. Right, we're good. Bit of a path there. We need to... Oh gosh, that was an oversight. Oh darn. And now there's every Tom, Dick and Harry come up there. No, stop. Right, while we're waiting for all those to clear away then, let's take this land down. Right. Get a bit of a queue. You could make it quite a long queue actually, because it's going to be a bit of a slow one this. But I'm hoping, because it's such a quick ride and because we've got quite a lot per train, quite a lot of people, I reckon it shouldn't be too bad. I'm hoping it won't be too bad. If we end up with a massive queue and everyone gets miserable over it, I might have to change things, but otherwise I think we'll be alright. We just need to open as many rides as possible now to meet the deadline. We only need 200 more people and it's April. Oof, it's going to be close. Right. 3, 4, 5, 6. What I might also do is start slashing the prices of various rides, because that should allow, for people that run out of money, it should allow them to stay in the park for longer, which is obviously good for... Oh, come on. There we are. Yeah, which is good for park numbers, which is what we have to focus on. Okay, there. So that sign can go. Just need to modify the exit of this ride very slightly. Like that. But we definitely don't want anyone... Yeah, let's get that open ASAP. And I could probably set it to wait for a big load. Wait for 3/4 load, okay. Right, let's have a look. Do you also have Planet Coaster? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Oh, hello, Mayo. Mayo, welcome, welcome. I think there is a Hornby Dominion of Canada, yeah. Oh, cool, Lewis. That sounds good. Like the US theme there. That's a good idea. Right. Sorry about this. I'm going to have to be quite frantic now in my building. I've been dragging my feet a bit too much. So let's do another quick coaster, and hopefully that will be enough. Got enough for it anyway. Right, compact, yeah, we've done all that. Well, someone asked for a launched coaster, so let's try that. I hope you can launch these. I'm sure you can. Powered launch. They're not very fast. 27 miles an hour, it's almost not worth doing it. I don't even know if that will make it. It may not make it, but what I'll do is I'll put another corkscrew in there. And then, if it all goes wrong, I can just get rid of the corkscrews and put something else in the line, and it makes it modifiable. Ooh, that was clever, wasn't it? But more clever if I'd have figured it out and just done it properly in the first place, I suppose. Up small. Yeah, this is going to be a useless ride, by the way. Don't expect anything much. Up to about 30 feet. Again, we'll just have a chain lift at the end of this one. I don't think there's any loops on here, is there? Oh, you can do... Oh, yeah, you can. Oh. These are horrible rides. There was one at Alton Towers many years ago. I genuinely broke my wrist on it. I'd fallen off my bike a few days before and really hurt my wrist. But it was alright, and stupidly I went to Alton Towers on it. So, go figure. And went on the corkscrew, and there was a crack as I was riding the corkscrew. It was a real crack. I don't know whether that was the wrist breaking or not, or whether it was already broken, that just aggravated it. I honestly couldn't tell you. But went to the hospital next day. Sure enough, you've got a broken wrist. That's the one and only bone I've ever broken. And I'm happy to say it happened at a theme park. Or, well, a theme park ride finished it off. But yeah, it's my fault. I'm amazed actually, because I was in a sling. I had one of those sort of cotton slings on my arms. I'm surprised that they let me on. I am surprised. But they did. And perhaps they didn't ought to have done, but I don't mind. It wasn't their fault. I knew I was injured. You can't go to Alton Towers and not ride the rides. What was the point of that? Okay, well that's turned out to be quite a nice little ride in the end, if it will make it. If. Again, it's a launch though, so it should be quite a quick thing. Oh, you are kidding me. Can't have a block section mode if it's a powered launch. Oh, but you can have a reverse incline, that's a shame. Well, never mind. That's what I wanted. Thank goodness. I thought, hey, does the launch need a certain distance to work, or what? I don't know. But we're okay. Alton Towers is in Staffordshire, England. It's more or less our best offering in terms of theme parks, except for Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Go to the Effelting in the Netherlands. You won't regret that one. Or Europark. Yes, they're both excellent, aren't they? Very, very good. You're so tough, Sam. Going on coasters with a broken wrist. No, you're right, yeah. That's the definition of badass, as far as I'm concerned. Which is the theme park owned by Mack? Mack Rides. Which one was that? That's in Germany somewhere, isn't it? It might be Europa Park. It's the one that had the Pirates of the Caribbean knockoff that burnt down, which is a shame. Right, that's another good rating, high. Okay, so I'm going to knock the price to all of the coasters down to £3. That one has to wait for a full load. And the reason I do that is like I say, I don't want people to have to leave the park because they've run out of money. So let's do this. The log flume, £3. The flat rides are not worth bothering about because they're not that expensive anyway, but coasters and things, knock the price down to £3. We've got enough money now anyway. Oh, we're losing guests for some reason. Oh, the marketing campaign's over. Oh no, we've got a problem. In fact, we need to deal with this problem now. Yeah, people are upset about something. We've got dirty paths or something. Oh, we certainly do. My word. What riders cause that? Instead of trying to fix the problem, I'm just going to hire loads of handymen. Money's no object now. We've got really enough rides to carry us through no matter what. I guess a toilet might help. What do you reckon? Yeah, I'm panicking here because it's May and we are desperately running out of time now. Yeah, I didn't to start with at the beginning. It felt like there was loads of time, all the time in the world, in fact. But now we're at the stage where there's literally about half an hour's game left, if that. June, July, September, October. Man, not long. Let's save. Do an extra save just in case. Right, park rating should increase again. Let's just make sure there are no other really mucky paths. Need a couple more mechanics. Right, have we invented the cash machine yet? No. The cash machine obviously allows people to take out money or top up their wallets basically while they're in the park, which means that you can still charge a lot for the rides basically and not have them just go home when they're out of cash. This does make a big difference if we knock it down. If we knock most of the rides down to half price, they should be able to stay for twice as long. Let's see. Most of their engines are already more than 100 years old. Replica Disney is that, yeah. The Disney engines are wonderful. I've never been on one. I think when we were at Disney, we were so excited by everything. We wanted to try the dark rides and the the cool rides. Not that the railway's not cool, but it is just sort of a railway, isn't it? Whereas you really want to try the super awesome rides. And so I don't remember whether we did actually go on the railroad. It's a shame if we didn't. But I was last there in 2011, so it's a bit of a while back to remember now. Right. Well, one British modern build isn't due to its unreliability, really. Yeah, Mayo, the music was louder than my voice. Is it better now, though? I'm hoping it is. We had a faff, we had a kerfuffle to start with, because it was too quiet, in fact. So I turned it up, and then it was too loud, and then I had to turn it back down. Hopefully it's about right now. Is it? I'm not sure. A particular ride. Let's keep advertising Thunder, because if Thunder becomes really popular, we've got the capacity to handle it. Although it's not good right now because it's raining. We could really do without rain in June, because yeah, it means people won't go on the rides when it's raining. Not that we wouldn't. I mean, we were at Alton Towers a few weeks ago and it was raining, but we just went, never mind. Got on all the rides. Went on everything within about 2 hours of being in the park, and we left at about 1 in the afternoon, so it worked out pretty good. I'm just extending the path so that people have got somewhere to go, so it doesn't get too crowded. Right, well, the good news is the Flawless coaster, while I wouldn't call it flawless, it's obviously not a problem that it's not block section. And Thunder is far from at capacity, so that's really good. Then we've got rides like this that really need a bit more capacity to them, but what can you do? Right, we need one more coaster, a basic one, just to finish us off. Let's have a look. My voice is louder than the music this time. Well, that's what you want. Well, I don't know, is that what you want? Maybe my voice is not quite as nice as the music. I think that's a possibility, isn't it? Right, let's have a go. Well, go on then, let's do one of the worst, most horrible rides ever. I don't know anybody that loves these. Often they're the best thing at the fairground, so you end up going on it, but yeah, they're never very good, are they? If you've never been on one, they go normally a bit like this. Doo-doo. 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 Like that. And then you go round a bend and down a drop like this normally. And then, well, it's normally quite a big drop. And then up to about 65 feet. And then you have a bit more of that forwards and backwards commotion with these really tight bends that make you want to throw up your dinner, which is not very nice. In fact, you want a control toggle there. I think that allows the cars to spin, if I'm not much mistaken. Then after that you end up with another drop, although I've done that in the wrong place. Another big drop. And then back up to about 55. Another drop. Up to about 40, 45 to 50. And then because I'm a bit tired of this, I'll go. Well, that's not going to be very good. We have to put some brakes in there then. A control toggle. And this is not going to be block section because I don't really mind about safety on this. It's probably not going to break down while we're still here, so it'll be alright. The problem is without block sections, if you get a brakes failure on any of the coasters, you end up with a a crash, and it obviously you kill people, and that's not good. Spinning wild mouse. Just get this open as quick as we possibly can. Just hope it, fingers crossed, it gets around the track, and if it does, we'll open it. And that's as simple as that. The ratings are not important now. So there we are. A wooden racer. Oh, that would have been good, yeah. I love wooden racers. Bobajaland had a couple of coasters that had a mouse coaster. It wasn't very well liked. Yeah. Yes, they are. Injuries are quite common on them, yeah, because they're quite rough. Yeah, they're quite cheap, basically. And they're easy to build, quite easily dismantleable. Anyway, folks, we've completed the challenge. We've got over 1,500 guests in the park. Just got to maintain it now. How's the results on the awful wild mouse? I'll just set it to £3. £3, 30 miles an hour, 2.3G, that'll be high then. Come on, let's see. Yep, high. Oh, look at this. That's a clue that I've spent too long on this game, isn't it? Okay. Well, I'm surprised the corkscrew ride's a lot more popular than I thought it would be. Butlins used to own the Duchess of Hamilton. Yeah, you're right, Lewis. I forgot about that. This flawless roller coaster's not performing very well now. Although no, it's taken nearly all of that cute straight in. That's great. Right, we've got a right mess on that staircase. That's Vomit, in case you're not familiar with this game. Somehow Vomit looks like orange splatters. Normally Vomit is a much more, I don't know, it's much more varied, isn't it, in real life? Not that I've spent a lot of time considering Vomit, but I know some people might, especially if you work somewhere like this. Might have to consider it sometime. Right, so there we are, that's what the park looks like. I don't think I'll be building any more coasters. Actually, I've not built that many rides. I know there's quite a lot here, but normally you can really fill this place up. But I think I went for quality and not quantity. This yellow one here, what I call this, Headache. Yeah, that's quality. This one here's alright, the Wooden Thunder. This one's quality. Hemorrhage. I apologise for that name. Butt Hurter. Which one? Any one of these could be called butt hurters. The flawless roller coasters tend to hurt something, but it's not the butt normally. You could probably guess what it is. Not so much a problem with women, put it that way, but a problem still, so I'm told. Come on, July. Just gonna have to wait now, folks. I went all rushing, and there was no point really. We're all good. Anyway. Mine Ride. Oh, I bet I didn't put the price down on Mine Ride. Oh, I did. 2,300 per hour on Mine Ride. I'm surprised at that because there's only one train. Yeah, it's even got more people go on that Mine Ride, that tiny little rubbish Mine Ride that I built when I had no money, than this big, massive wooden coaster, which is genuinely terrifying to ride. Look at it. Quality. Do you disagree then? Oh, the wild mouse, of course. Yeah, they hurt. They hurt everything though, don't they? They hurt your neck. They hurt your back. And they probably hurt the person next to you as well, because you get slammed into them all the time, don't you? Oh, that toggle track has stopped it spinning. Oh, so it was allowed to spin to start with then? Oh. Well, not to worry, who cares really. Oh, the advertising campaign for the park's finished. You know, I'm just to be safe, I'm going to start another one. Right, who shall we give free rides to? Thunder, because it's not going to hurt it. People can flock to Thunder and it won't matter. Thunder's the big wooden coaster, of course. It's this one. You can see the queue now. Mind you, the trains are all full, so it probably is actually working at capacity now then. which is less good. Oh no, we've still got a few empty seats. So let's see, does it still have to wait? At the top of the chain lift? For a fraction of a second. So generally that's quite well timed. Go on then, Pirette. Do you not believe that my rides are quality? I like this one actually. Headache. I think it will give you a headache, don't get me wrong, but it's just a nice layout, isn't it? Sort of crescent moon shaped. I think we can get the park map. It's always interesting. But you can't zoom in on the park maps. It's actually a very small park, isn't it? You can have parks that fill this map screen. But that is not this. How does a monorail go? 1,000. The monorail's not that popular, they never are really. When it goes from there, it takes you round here. Up near the... well, it's not really near anything, is it? That's probably why it's not popular. I was going to plan to build some more stuff here, but then I built this, and that used up the space. Right. It's July still. What date? Oh, we can build another coaster, I think. What do you reckon? One more? Yeah, one more. Let's try and build the most horrible coaster I've ever built. Let's try and make the most painful experience. Or I can show you what it looks like when a coaster crashes, when it goes kaboom. You ready? This is not intended for passengers. This is intended for, well, experimental purposes only. So, you climb up like this. Tell you what, we'll launch it into the park. We'll launch it over the castle walls. I'm going to get, because these derail basically. If you're very lucky, or I suppose normally unlucky, but if you're lucky you can make them derail. And they crash and explode, which is excellent. So we'll see if I can't demonstrate that for you. Isn't that a good idea? There we are, that's perfect. And then you just flick it up like this. Straighten it out. Take that back to the station any way you can. Under there. No, come on. And hopefully we'll be able to launch it. Yes, please kill someone. Unfortunately we won't, I don't think we'll get anyone to go on this. And I don't really want to do that because if we start killing people, the park rating will go down and that will spoil the scenario. What you can do is you can just pick guests up and put them in the water, which is fun. But I could do that with a member of staff, I suppose. It wouldn't affect it doesn't affect your rating for some reason if you kill a member of staff. Right. Track is not a complete circuit. What are you talking about? Wrong height. Yeah, that's the problem with isometric games. You can't always tell what height they're at. Right. Go, Mr. Reverser Coaster, go. It's going to crash and burn. I'm hoping it's going to... Oh, we've got a cash machine. Hooray. Let's build one of those very quickly. Hooray, an ATM. Build a couple of them. They're very slow to climb the hill, so we shouldn't miss it. Oh, it's at the top. Here it comes. It's gonna crash. Whoa! Oh, it smacked into the... Right, we have to see if we can hit one of these trains. That's not going to happen, is it? Boom! I want to try and hit one of these inverted cars when it comes. We've got 2 more goes. Oh, something's coming. Might get it on the next one. No, we're not. Oh, ooh, we might. Oh, they're very lucky. Oh yeah, they went through the fire at least. Well, that's it. We've blown up all the cars. It's crashed. Ah, what a shame. Well, that's that. I mean, that's as fun as it gets. Now close the park and do a challenge to kill every guest. It would be very difficult to kill every guest because they're quite smart on this game. If a ride crashes and people die, they all say to themselves, "I'm not riding on that. It's not safe." And so you don't get anyone else going on it. Ooh, have I heard of Digital Traction? They're the folks that sell train simulator stuff, aren't they? I suppose I'd buy... I don't know. Something I've not got. An A4, I suppose. I suppose I'd quite like to buy an A4. I don't know. It's difficult to decide. I don't really know what they've got, to be honest. I'd have to have a look and choose if I was going to buy myself something. Good night, Sam. Oh, okay, Mayo. Have a very good night. I'll see you soon. I might as well wait this one through, I think. It's August. You got any more crashable rides? I mean, of course you can make them fall back down slopes and stuff and make them crash, but yeah, nothing much fun about that. Bit of a waste of money really, wasn't it, that? I mean, you might be able to get somebody to ride on it. I don't think I would though. Here's something you can do. Hayley G, you are my victim. You ready? Drowning, help, I'm drowning, no. I won't let her die though. Go back, Hayley. Enjoy your park time. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just messing with you. However, as I say, it won't affect the rating if I kill an entertainer. Oh, how do I change the... Oh, no, that's not an entertainer. That's a guard, a security guard. Security guard, check the water, please. How is it? Security guard 1 has drowned. Yeah, there we are. And of course you can do the old jokes like this. Ready? Your pet hamster has drowned. Oh no. Yes, it never gets old, does it? Well, it does a bit, but I don't mind. Right, so why are people miserable now then? I'm assuming it's just too crowded. This path is disgusting. Where are the disgusting paths then? Over here apparently. Oh yeah, I would... Yeah, it's disgusting, alright. More handymen. Although if there were handymen, they would not have let the paths get into such a revolting state, would they? It's the opposite of handymen. Sabotaging men? I don't know. There, good. Oh, the A4 is on Steam for sale. Oh yes, is it part of the Steam summer sale? Good. I might try and get that then. So you have to build a ride for every group of guests. Yes, for every train of guests, you would. Well, you'd want to use the stand-up floorless coaster, wouldn't you? Because they hold quite a lot in one go. Blimey, what a queue! And then you'd have something like this. So you'd have it 2 trains, for example. Couldn't do it on a block section, so you'd have a big long station, a drop like that, and then a really high hill, so it just rolls up it, rolls back down, smacks into the previous car. Goodbye guests. Wow, they love this. Yeah, it's a good ride that, people seem to like it. Whoever said that I should block section it was right. Because it's, yeah, but it shouldn't be a long queue. For example, let's get this green chap here. So he's right at the start of the queue, and after this next train goes, we'll see where he is. So it's that guy in the green jumper. Yeah. So on the next 2 trains he'll be on. So really, it's not too bad. This path is disgusting. Maybe hire more janitors. Yeah, that's it. The trash bins won't do anything for sick. I think they're just for litter from the shops. However, some of the bins are vandalised, which won't help the rating, and some of the benches are as well, as you can see. I don't know how you would snap a bench in two like that unless you weighed 1,000 pounds. I mean, I've never actually been to a theme park and found benches snapped in half and trash bins completely ruined. Generally, even thugs don't touch bins because they're dirty, aren't they? And you certainly wouldn't want to handle one for any length of time in order to destroy it. So, yes, not sure. And to be honest, if you walk down a path and it's dirty and it makes you really cross, the last thing you're going to do is start taking your anger out on the benches or bins. I mean, what kind of maniac would do that? Well, anybody in this park, I suppose. You never tend to see anybody actually damaging things, though. I don't think I've ever seen a person in these parks damaging a bench or something. I don't even know if there is an animation for that. I don't know. I've tried to watch for it, but it's boring. Put some piratey things out. Look, a pirate ship. Hooray, that makes things a lot more exciting. Suddenly this spiral coaster is pirate themed. There we go, we've got a sunken house there. Put some fountains out. Might make mixed ride. Put some fountains in the water, I suppose. Next to Big Thunder. Yeah, so you go past the fountains now, that's quite nice. And again here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's some cool stuff as well. Oh, these are cool. You'll like these. So these are path fountains. Some nice bit of programming on that. Because if you wait for it, they should start into some real patterns. Well, they're not actually. If you do it on a single path, they should. They should sort of jump from left to right, and they don't seem to be doing it now. From what I remember, they used to go woo 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 woo, a big long line of them, but it's not doing that now. You can do a water spout, which is pretty cool. Put that on the cliff side just to demonstrate. That's all right. Could make a waterfall if you wanted. Like, you can have water coming down the side of this castle. Not done a very good job of that, have I? But yeah, you can do that, and there's all sorts of fountains. These, I think, are designed to be put in a, in like a square like this, so that you get like a four-way fountain. It's quite nice. The water jets, I don't really get the point of those. You put them on walls apparently, and it looks like the castle's having a wee-wee. Put it politely. Yeah, don't know what the deal is with that. I suppose you could put it on... Oh, that's right, yeah. That's based on the sort of Blackpool style. Putting water spouts on the ride supports and things. I'll do that a few times. Oh, if you have Starbound, you can get an additional €5 off for spamming sodas in that game. Really? Interesting. KFC unlocked. Really? Kentucky Fried Chicken. I like the shop, the Kentucky Fried Chicken shop. Always makes me, yeah, the fried chicken store. Always makes me hungry to see that. Thank you for letting me know, Ronnie Eater. Put it in this busy area. You make the toilets free as well now. Don't want to charge for those anymore. I bet some of these food outlets must be making an awful lot of money. Sub Sandwich, I told you, didn't I? I made a bet in the last video. I said, I bet you by the end of this, Sub Sandwich store will be the most profitable. Thank goodness I was right. Because I've been a bit silly looking if I wasn't. This toilet was very impressive. Before I set it down to free, it was actually making, I saw about 25 quid an hour or something like that. That's really good for a toilet. 10p a pop. Plus, it's got... let's see, yeah, running cost of 50 quid, so that just tells you how many people's in there. How many people have been in there so far? Yeah, 1200. Wow. I'm pretty rich now. I've got 15 grand. I could build a really mega coaster if I wanted to. But never mind. And I'm not going to answer whether or not I've got a Bachman Henry. That will have to remain a surprise. Which gives it away somewhat. Right, it's September. A few more days. Oh, I think although we've got to wait till the end of September, haven't we? Is it worth the wait? Probably not. Coffee shop. Hooray. Let's see if I can stop designing shops and stalls. See what other rides you can come up with. Have they invented any more while we've been messing about? Steeplechase? I don't think so, no. These are all the same old. Water rides? Yeah, we could have put some boats out on the lake, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. We've got more than enough. That's scrapped A1. Haven't you... I've answered that question, haven't I? Oh, I'm not telling you, SLD51. I'm not going to say yay or nay. Let's sell some hats. These are the most stupid looking hats you could ever want to buy. Or not want to buy, rather. Ready? Let's pick a stupid colour for them. Like bright red. Oh, they're already bright red. Pink hats. Oh, there we are. We've sold a bright red one already, look. They're just huge, like Indiana Jones style hats. Would you really want one of those at a theme park? It's like the exact sort of hat that will blow off if you go on a ride. Yeah, let's make them look silly in pink hats. How many have we sold? We've sold 4, I can't see any. I saw 1. Come on, buy a hat. Someone else has bought a hat. Oh, there's one. There's the guy that bought the red one. Can't see the guy that bought the pink one though. There must be some. Oh, it's raining now. You'll all have to buy hats. You can see the ones that have bought umbrellas, obviously. They got those from here. This is the information kiosk. We have sold... Oh, we've got the coffee shop now. We've sold 1,500 park maps and nearly 1,000 umbrellas. So that information kiosk has made £1,000 on its own. Oh, sunglasses. I can't remember what they look like in sunglasses. Can't hurt, can it? No one's buying any. I'm sure I've just seen someone go up to buy some, but no one did. Did you get one of the locos I sent you with that email? Which one was that, Ronnie Eater? I thought it was the scrapped A1 that did that. I brain farted with the first. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure. Well, if you did, I thank you very much. I thought it was just that scrapped A1 that did that, but I'm not sure. CAD software to go to next time. Oh, I see. I see. Oh well, not to worry. Not to worry. If you let me know what it was, I might remember. Well, there we go. The jumping fountains. Look, that's what they're supposed to do. They're supposed to jump in patterns, which is really cool. Oh, they're complaining about the paths again. I think it's there, isn't it? Where all the food outlets are. Okay. Well, all hands to the mops then. Okay. What's the profit looking like? Yeah, loads and loads of money coming in. How's Thunder doing? Yeah, Thunder's busy. That must be one of the most popular now. No, it's less popular than it was. Status. Profit. The Big Tripper. Wow. One of the first rides I ever built, and it's by far the most profitable. I'm amazed by that. It's all you need really though. It's not that much better than the Thunder really, in terms of its ratings. No, I don't think I did. I don't think I did see that, Ronanita. Did I respond to it? I might have done. I can't remember though. Oh, hello, Mark. You're just in time to see me, hopefully, finish this mission. The park's getting super crowded, sort of overcrowded, sort of thing. But we're okay. I've completed the objective. It's just a case of getting the time down, getting to October, getting to the end of October. This is I think this is the ride of the park. Shall we show Mark the crashing coaster? See if we can get this to go again. It's my way of, you know how some theme parks have fireworks? Well, this is the way I make fireworks at my theme parks. Oh right, oh okay. Oh okay. Oh, I'll have to look at that again. Thank you though. Thank you, Ronanita. Right, here we go. See if we can hit this coaster train again. Whoa! Boom. And another one, please. Boom. Oh, nearly hit them. Nearly. Come on, we need another one right now, right now. Oh, missed. We'll get there. It's going to be very difficult to time it, isn't it? The last few came in very quick succession there. Oh dear. What a mess. Well, there we go. Hope you enjoyed that again. It'll teach you if I ever do own my own amusement park. It'll teach you never to come to it, won't it? Luckily no one was hurt. Or unluckily, depending on how you look at it. Yeah, see if we can't get that park rating up a little bit further. We only needed 600 though, so it's alright. Well, said Mark. Well, well, well. Oh yes, a crocodile would be great. Yeah, it would be. I'd love that. Yes, they're okay. There was nobody on board, luckily. Yeah, I don't think anyone in their right mind would get on board with that. But that's alright. I wouldn't do that to my paying guests. Except the ones that don't pay. Yes, I'd do it to them. Wow, Headache's got a big queue. Look at that. That must be quite... yeah, that's got a capacity of over 2,000. Just amazed that this one doesn't. Oh, it does again now, yeah. I wonder if it broke down before. That's probably what happened. Come on, come on. Ugh. The mobile version of this has now got a fast forward button, which is invaluable. Oh, look at that. Got a lot of money. Park value's worth nearly $500,000. It's dropped a bit because I haven't built anything recently. The funny thing is the weekly profit hasn't really done a massive dip since I slashed all the coaster prices. I find that strange. Come on, let's see if we can get a few more folks in the park. Final push. It's the 21st, we have 10 days left. Oh, we don't really want to be giving away free rides on Headache. Sam's Rug, I can't remember that. Oh, that's the flying carpet. Well, Thunder's alright, yeah. You're never going to get a big queue on Thunder. You can have free cookies. That sounds creepy, doesn't it? If you come to my theme park, children, you can have free cookies. A big tripper. The oldest ride in the park. One of them. We built that one 3 years ago. And Sam's Rats, I don't know what that's supposed to mean, is yeah, also 3 years ago. What got invented then? Oh, a ghost train. That would have been fun. And we've got all the scenery for it as well. Don't know where it'd go though. On top of the castle? Yeah. It's a cool looking ride though, look at this. It always upset me that there was no interior though. It really is just a track. But yeah, it really is a classic looking ghost train, even with the drop midway through. I love it. I used to love this. I used to wish you could ride them when I was little. It's got 2 drops. The ghost train is another one that you can cause to crash. Ooh, we got to try that. Oh. Come on, let's have another crash. So you do this, big drop, little flick at the end, back round, up to, oh, it's too high for supports, oops. Those doors are annoying, I don't know if you can hear that. Doing, doing. Very annoying. Silly nuisance. Right. Hopefully the game won't end before I get a chance to make these ghost train cars explode. Can't do it with any big coaster trains, unfortunately. That is a shame, but... Oh, there we go. Sham. Go on then. A finale. Go, go, go. Crash and burn. Oh, I thought it wasn't going to then. Oh, look, it splashed in the water. What attention to detail. I love it. Ghost Train 1 has crashed. Yes, slow on the uptake, aren't you? Right, that's it. Enough of that. Let's save the game. Well, folks, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. That is an entire mission of Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, and I can definitely recommend it. It's an awful lot of fun. I've already got Tomb Raider Mark, yes. I've never played it though. I just bought it in the sale quite a while ago, and I haven't tried it. I may get the Garrett, yes, that would be fun. Ah, yes, maybe that's why I don't remember it, Ron and E.T. Yes, that could be why. But no, I haven't bought anything. I wanted to build Parkitect, which is another coaster building game, which I don't know much about. But no, I think I'm going to save my money this time, unless I see something very good. I want to try Cuphead, but it's still a bit expensive, really. Bye SLD51, bye MBH Games. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you around, I guess. Okay, bye.